The dolphin flow approach for the backfloat curriculum places an emphasis on the learner's natural relationship with the water and uses the qualities of that relationship as one's primary safety device, creating a lifelong love of the water. Through breath, buoyancy, and balance, we allow the child to connect with their natural core body balance in the aquatic environment. For the backfloat, we will support the child with the cup hold on the back of the head with 1 or 2 hands. We like to refrain from touching the child's back, as we have found that often a child will press towards this false foundation. We want them to learn how the water is the support system. Under 3-year-olds, we will let the body find its buoyancy point and float in that position without manipulation of their body. Our flow of focus for 3-year-olds and up will be to offer support if needed from our shoulders and then out to the cup hold on the head. We believe a child learns to focus on mastering the water's natural forces to influence their aquatic comfort. We will then teach primary postures for the exit and entry points of the strokes. We call X, Y, I, and Ls. From these postures, students will first learn to manage aquatic forces for safety and then propulsion. While in these postures, they will be assisted to learn how to adjust the head, chin, then the torso by floating up by tapping on the belly, then adjusting to their individual and natural buoyancy points using their arms and leg positions. Eventually, the child will find their core alignment. This is giving you an example of the 2-hand cup hold. Noticing that we keep our bodies at the head of the child, creating a bit of a flow underneath the back and stimulation also at this age. This is a great example of a dad going into the one-handed hold, enjoying a little eye-to-eye contact time, and at the very end learning how to roll and reach for the wall for safety. This is a physical tap on the back of the head. Whenever we're at the wall, we like to always fall off into our back float. And then using the same method, S-ing through the water. A little bit bigger S's, nice and soft and smooth, keeping the ears in the water. This is mommy and daughter learning natural consequences, and eventually would learn to fall right into her back by herself. So this is the beginning of that natural consequence example. Here we start adding the half noodle on the neck with the light support and then no support. So the baby's finding its natural buoyancy. Parents are learning to let go. And here we're extending that float, and you'll see how relaxed the children are. And also the parents learning how independent the child can be with a little bit of light support, but not the parent's support. And eventually the noodle will come off. This is a little one that really doesn't like her back. 2-year-old. Really has had times where she was fine, and now she's fighting it again and wanting just to roll in and swim. So we have a little conversation with the parent here.
Go in different stages. So as she's going through stages, let's let her, learn how to negotiate that. And maybe she'll say, ooh, I don't want to roll over because that's hard and I get water. And maybe she'll stay up, or she'll learn how to roll and then roll clear back out.
Yeah.
This little 2-year-old boy, just under 2-year-olds, really loves just to be under the water and not really enjoying his back. So we're giving him a little extra support, returning him to the back float, and continuing along and letting him relax and learn to navigate his way, turning around U-turns and up to the wall. The second one here, we're getting a little bit more comfort, a little bit longer, but this time not lifting him up, but having him find his own rescue point, which we call the rescue arm. Here's a little girl that's found her buoyancy point. So, it's not completely all laid out. And an advanced child giving you a couple steps of what we would go through to adjust the head first, then the tummy. And then we would keep them in what we call a pencil position, making them use their core, and then bringing the legs and arms out in positioning to hold their float. This is just an example of the pencil and the light fingertip hold on the head. And this is a little bit more advanced, where we're now adjusting the neck, moving through the water, and having the child hold onto a prop so the hands stay inside. Here we have a little boy that has some special abilities. We're working on meridian crossing, giving him some extra movement, and then also being sure we can get him out to safety and out to his solo back float in his X position. And this child has found his natural buoyancy. We're lifting his arms up above the ear point, which will flatten out his back.